Well, good morning, YouTubers. It's your boy, Coach Doug, and a beautiful Sunday morning, a Wednesday morning to be exact, March 1st, 2023, for an episode of PNW Trout Slayer. How's everybody doing? I know I haven't posted something over 2 weeks. Last week it was very cold out, so I didn't go out anywhere. Stayed home and did some chores. Did some adulting last weekend. But the temperature was down low 30s, high 20s with some snow, so I was like, nah. Plus I was going to be by myself. Hoang is back to work and everybody else is kind of busy, so I am by myself today. And did get out here kind of late because I had a meeting this morning with a job, and so as soon as we finished, I got ready, got out here. I almost contemplated not coming today, but I was like, nah, get your butt out there, man. You didn't go last week. Now to get some of that fresh air. We got Bob out, give me some of that vitamin D. Yeah, because I know tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, it's going to be raining out, 90% chance, so take advantage today, right guys? So we launched out on the backside of St. Clair's. Yep, my favorite lake, you know. I've been going everywhere else, exploring new lakes, so that I need to get back out on my lake, catch some fish, relax. We're not going to go that far. We're just going to be here. I launched on the backside, so of course we're going to go out on the other side of the two islands. I'm trolling to get there. I got my Rapala on the side floating with a small Dodger on it, teardrop Dodger with pink markings. Yep. And once we get off to the other side, we'll drop some anchor, do some power bait fishing. I got a high-low rig, so I might throw some worms down to the bottom, see if we can get some perch. Now that I got my new buddy Rich, and he can take perch for sturgeon bait. I know he said he's going to try to get me out there during the season so I can catch one. Hopefully catch one within the regulations. The wife really wants to try it out. Like I said, probably in my other videos, while everybody keeps on saying it's a mix between a cod and a shellfish. So I eat cod, I eat shellfish, so I might like sturgeon also. Oh, it's beautiful out, guys. I know this camera doesn't give it any justice how beautiful it is. Oh. Things are going good. Life is good. Well, couldn't ask for anything else, man. So what do you guys got going on? What are you guys up to? Leave a comment, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I just lost a subscriber. I was at 184, and then 2 days ago it went down to 183. I wonder if that's because I haven't posted anything in over a week. Well, I did post, I just haven't done an episode. So on the weeks that I don't do an episode, I will drop about 4 or 5 short clips. And those are all my clips that are a minute and under of just the the retrieval of the fish of one of my random fishing adventures. I have a lot of people who said they just like watching the retrieval instead of watching the episodes. Then I got other ones that love watching the episodes and don't mind too much of me talking. And then I got others who love that I'm talking and I'm talking about life. You know, like today's topic, I'm going to talk about my daughter and the incident she got into the other day. Well, it wasn't her fault, but we'll get into that. But, you know, I like to talk about life and things that are going on. You know, maybe some of you listeners might have, you know, teenagers too, or you might be going through the same thing. You know, a lot of people always said, you know, you're TMI. I don't know how you can put yourself out there like that. And I'm like, you know what? That's just me, because maybe somebody else is going through something similar or same thing as me, and if they can hear, oh man, I'm not the only one, you know, or that's how you handle, maybe I'll try, you know. Sometimes, you know, when you're in a situation, you get lost in thought, words, you don't know how to handle certain situations, and maybe some people don't perform well under stress, you know. So that's why I tell a lot about myself. I'm not bashful about it. I mean, I am a big introvert. A lot of people find it hard to believe that I do have a hard time talking in front of crowds. But the difference is I man up and just do it. You know, I get people saying, wow, you have a hard time speaking in crowds? You never know that. Or, you know, when you're coaching, you're out there coaching, you're like in a zone. Well, because I'm comfortable around them. I guess it goes with my comfortability too. You know, I got quirks too. I mean, my son he's got my genes. He's sensory deficit. I mean, he's lost things over the years. Some of the stuff they used to do. There's still some quirks that he still has, and those are the same quirks I have. You know, my mom said that a lot of the stuff that she sees in Nas, she's seen that I had. You know, back then they really didn't diagnose people with sensory deficit, you know, ADHD and all that stuff. But now that they're finding out more kids are like that, so now it's become, you know, really big. You know, and then, you know, with my studies in that field, child psychology and cognitive and physical early development, I think all kids have certain quirks, and they're not bad things. Some of the quirks could be their superpower, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, all this, you know, like being hyper and stuff, you know, maybe that's just part of what a youth, you know, what's in what a youth is going through in their bodies. Because they're going to go through multiple changes in life as they get older, you know? Especially once they start becoming a teenager and they start going through puberty, you know, so. So, the situation with my daughter, so, you know, she's going to be 14 in April, so she's a teenager, so she's going through that, the boy-girl craze, whatever, and right now she's into boys, back into the boys, I guess. Anyway, she's got her crush. I guess her crush just got done getting out of a relationship with another girl, and the other day, my daughter gave her crush a hug, and ex-girlfriend saw it and wasn't happy, so she decided to try to jump my daughter after school. Usually my daughter, she usually has all her friends around and usually make sure things like that don't happen, but her best friend left early, her other best friend was in the office doing something, and where her other friends were, I don't know. But this girl approached my daughter out after school outside, and it was like the whole student body knew something was going down, so this girl must have been running her mouth. You know how that goes. But told her she wanted to fight Aliana, and Aliana said she didn't want to fight her, this and that she wasn't going to fight her. And I'm going to tell you this, not because Aliana's scared. It's because she knows if somebody puts their hands on her, or she's in a situation where she can't back out of it, then she needs to do what she needs to do, and she will not get in trouble. But if she has a chance to walk away, then do that. And she did. She was the mature one, just try to walk away. She tried to tell her, I don't want to fight you, you know, and this and that. And there were some teacher witnesses there that confirmed what Aliana told us. So the girl got suspended, and the principal wants to, when the girl gets back, she wants to have her and Aliana sit down and do a peer talk. And I'm all for that, 100%. I'm all for it, because you know as well as I do, they don't need to be fighting over boys and girls right now. They got a whole life ahead of them for that shit stuff. Life's just gonna get a little more, even more complicated as they get older. What's funny is, I raised my daughter. I tell her about the dirty little boys, the deceitfulness of girls and friends and stuff like that. You know, all the stuff that we went through as we were growing up. And she comes to me almost every time and goes, Dad, you're right. This little boy here trying to do this little boy here, or this girl shiesty because this is this. I told you, I've been a teenager before. You guys have not discovered anything new. What you guys are doing is rewriting the book. And the lingo's changed, you know what I'm saying? And where I'm going with this, I blame the parents. Why aren't you sitting down? And a lot of you, maybe not you guys, my viewers, but I know you know a lot of people around us. They're not in as much with their kids, in tune with their kids as our parents were back in the day. And if your parents weren't back in the day, then I'm sorry. You know, my parents were divorced too, so the people who were more in tune with me were other friends' parents and my grandparents and uncles and stuff. So I had stuff for people around me. But sit down and talk to your kids about everything. Violence, since it's a big topic in an agenda, gun violence. You know, teach them how to handle bullying. First thing you hear when somebody, oh, my daughter was bullied. Well, have you sat down and talked to them? You know, and talk to them about words. You know, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names and words would never hurt me. This society is so soft nowadays that somebody calls you a name, that person just breaks down and cries, or can't handle it. So now I gotta go shoot up a school, go on a stabbing spree, or I gotta do something violent. If I flipped out every time somebody said something to me, especially racist, I get it all the time. More than a lot of people think. But anyways, why aren't you sitting down talking to your kids? Even having just regular old conversations. Go out and do something with them. You know, it's like my son, he don't like fishing, but guess what? I force his butt to go out once in a while. And then once he catch a fish, he's good. You know, but at least I got him out the house. Now the last few years, maybe I haven't really forced him, but this year he's going to get out there a lot when school gets out. My daughter, she asks me when she wants to go. She's more apt to go than he is. But get involved in their lives. Find out what they like. I know, like, with the football organization, with the Lancers, we do the character program. And what we do is we give them the one character word a week and then a YouTube video for them to watch. But not just for the players. I always put in my emails, you know, sit down with your kid, your player, with the whole family, you know, go over the word, watch the video, have a discussion, you know, and it involves everybody. And here, one, they're doing family time, and two, they're learning how to be a good, moral, thinking person. And I know explaining about laws, you know, people say law-abiding, but, you know, not all laws are good. And my biggest example was what they did to our POCs, people of color, black people, African Americans, colored people. I don't know how. What word are we using today? You know, what word are we using? No, I agree with Morgan Freeman. You know, like February was Black History Month, and they talk about how do you get rid of racism. He goes, well, don't stop talking about it. You know, They asked him about Black History Month. He said, get rid of it. Why? Because Black history, Asian American history, Black American history, white American history, that's all American history, man. You need to blame the schools and our government and the agendas of why they don't teach it year round. Why they gotta have a specific month? Why did it just it's American history. I remember I had one person tell me about Martin Luther King. They asked me who one of my inspirations were, and I said Martin Luther King. They're like, what? How? You're not black. I said, well, why do I have to be black to not like Martin Luther King and see him as a hero and a mentor, a role model? And they're like, well, you don't understand. I said, what do you mean I don't understand? I don't go through racism. I don't go through judgment. I don't go through being, people being biased against me. Because if you think that way, then you're being very ignorant. Not just one color is being racist upon. And not just one color is the innocent one, because I see it everywhere. So that's when they talk about violence, they want to get rid of gun violence. No, that's just the tool they use. How about we get rid of violence? How about we battle violence? Because you take away the guns, people are going to still commit violence. And that goes along with, you want to talk about taking away guns or making it harder. Of course, criminals are not going to abide by laws, right? You get rid of guns, the only people who are going to have them are criminals, right? So me being a true libertarian, or a person that believes do what you want to do, just as long as it don't affect me or anybody else, right? It's the same thing. You can't tell me you want to do what you want to do. So if you don't want to own a firearm, that's on you. But you can't tell me I can't do it. I am not the criminal. So why are you making it harder for me to protect myself and family? Well, you don't need AR. That's none of your business what I need. I don't need a flamethrower, but I would like one too. I don't need a tank, but I would love to have a tank. And by the way, you can get them things. But why aren't get back to what I was saying? Why aren't we talking to our kids? Why aren't we not sitting down? Why aren't we not doing normal family things? When I was growing up, we had family meetings. When I lived with my dad, we did family meetings. Granted, it did get one-sided a lot of lecturing, but we did family meetings, and that's something that my family and I have been doing kind of here and there. We just had one not too long ago, because the kids' grades are not doing so good. I mean, the daughter is, but the son, and then my daughter, she's going through teenage stuff, so she's kind of making the wrong decisions here and there. Got to remind her that she's not grown yet. So we had to have a sit-down, heart-to-heart talk. I mean, do you guys even have family dinners anymore? I know my family have faded away from that. We don't even have a dinner table. My son goes in his room. My daughter, she'll go in my room or wherever there's nobody at. Because right now she doesn't have a room. My mom's taking up that third room. So my daughter lives in the living room, and she has a little hallway where she has her desk and dressers and stuff, but she really doesn't have a room. That's why I think people need to be grateful what they got instead of bitching, because you don't know what your side is doing to affect other people. Sit down, have talks with your kids. It shouldn't be awkward talking about sex, guns, or violence, bullying. You're the parent. You're the parent. I got a lot of people saying, I'm friends with my kids. Well, actually, being your kid's friend is not the way to go. You are the parent. You need to be the parent. And I got some, other people are, well, my kids grew up fine, me just being their parent or their friend. Okay, that's fine. That's the way you I really don't have nothing to say, but I have seen it in many more cases than none. Being a friend just causes more problems. So to my daughter, good job for being mature about the whole situation, doing the right thing. Because I know if somebody would have posted up on me, for everybody who knows me growing up, I would have been scrapping. I probably would have hit the person first anyways, because I've always been taught to neutralize the situation right away before it even starts. Because I'm a smaller dude, so most times I have to strike first. But again, good job, Aliana. I love you. Alright, looks like I talked enough, but yeah. Talk to your kids, guys. So all my rest of my recordings are going to be off of my chest cam. I'm only using the camcorder for intro, outros, and talk about life with you guys. So until then, I hope the next time you see me is I'm catching a fish. Yeah, son. That's how it's done. Yep, got one. Oh, took a while. He's been playing with it for a while. Yeah. He got you though, buddy. Finally. Pretty hefty too. Ooh. Oh. All right. All right, got my first one to the boat, guys. First one to the boat. All right. Let's see here. Looks like I got hooked in the lip. Yep. Ooh, got me a cutthroat too. It's a cutty. All right. Look at that. A nice cutthroat. Top of the lip. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, look at him. Look, I got a battle scar there. Oh, look at the cutty. There it is. What makes him a cutthroat is that red streak underneath the jawline. Beautiful. Yeah, son. That's how it's done. That's number one in the boat. Yep, got another one. Ooh, nice heavy. Oh, yeah. I got another one. You feel those head shakes. Ooh, baby. Strong. Strong, baby. Ooh. Oh, this time it's a rainbow. Yep. All right. Yeah. That one's a strong rainbow. All right. Oh, he's been eating good. He got a fat tummy on him. There we go. Oh. Yeah, son. That's how it's done. Got him on the orange. Alright. That's two. One cutthroat, one rainbow. Got one on this side, guys. Yep, got him. Yep, got him. Got him. Got another one. Another rainbow. All right. There we go. Oh. Got another rainbow. All right. Yeah, he choked this one. All right. Got him on the orange again. Oh well. Yep, there they are. The orange is down in there. You swallowed that. Yeah, son. That's how it's done. That's 3, baby. Alright, YouTubers. That's it. We're going to call it a day. Got a pretty good day today. Caught 3. 1 cutthroat and 2 rainbows. So not too shabby. Definitely not leaving with the donut. So that's it. Bob did decide to disappear on us about an hour after I did the intro. And the clouds rolled in and the temperature dropped, so it's around almost 4 o'clock, so I'm like, yeah, time to roll it up. But like I said, I did have a good day. Got some fresh air. Saw the ducks flying. I heard some frogs, so even though it was cold, so I've got some frogs out here. So, alright, so until then, yeah, son, that's how it's done. Yeah.